Hi and welcome to Split the E podcast. I'm your host, Sean O'Grady. In this podcast, I take artists out for a drink. Today, we're in the Irish Heather. Thank you so much for having us. And my guest this week, I seen her perform in the Heatley about 2.5 weeks ago and was absolutely blown away. If you like Norah Jones, Eva Cassidy, mixed in a bucket with Amy Winehouse, this is what you get. Your harmonies are fantastic. With her latest EP, songs to listen to on the bus while it's raining, and it's perfect time for me to start listening to it.
That's
as
true.
The weather is
The weather's changing.
Without further ado, Robyn Froese. I got the name right again?
You did.
Yes.
That's it. That's how
I
you
fucked
say
it up the last time. But where's your name from? Where does it start?
German.
I was thinking that.
Yeah, there's supposed to be like the 2 dots over the O, so it's pronounced like a Froese or something. But
right.
yeah, it depends on the family and.
Are you like fully German or like?
I'm half German, half Ukrainian.
Holy fuck! All right, cool.
Yeah.
Unreal. Cheers. Thank you so much for
Super
coming on the show.
Slavic. There we go.
Yes.
Cheers. Good to be here.
Thank you. Note that I'm drinking non-alcoholic because it's sober October, like fucking loser. But
good.
you're trying the Guinness here.
I
It's
am.
possibly my favorite
It is
in
really
the
good. It's
city.
smooth. It's nice.
It's creamy.
Yeah, it's creamy.
There is some science to it. Apparently, the
like
owner.
How to pour it properly.
Yeah, there's like a ratio between like what nitrogen and like fucking oxygen.
Like the exact amount.
60-40%, whatever. Yeah.
So there's like a recipe.
Yes, and it has to be like
Who
really,
has
really
the proper recipe?
Guinness.
Then they will give you it.
Yeah.
Like so,
Yeah,
the
if-
Irish Heather has the proper recipe.
Yes.
But other places don't.
It's all to the fact of like being really close to the tap. Because it's creamy, if you have long lines from the keg to the tap, and it sits there overnight, and it gets all stale and nasty.
Yeah. Yes.
So they have it like right underneath the tap.
Right.
Makes it perfect.
Nice.
But
They know what they're doing. It's
they
good.
do. Unreal. Thank you so much, guys. Back to you. Your music is fantastic. You started off at what age?
Like really young. Like I started writing at 12, but I started singing like since I could speak. I was singing.
Really?
So yes, I've always been singing.
Do you know that song? It's like, I've been dancing since I was 12, and then it goes into like, I've been dancing in the womb. You've been just doing that with with singing.
We're singing exactly.
Shit.
That song is about me, but singing.
Yeah.
I'll make a sequel for it.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Or redo it.
I'm just thinking of, what's that movie with the little boy that goes, the English kid?
The English kid? The dances?
Yeah.
Oh, Billy Elliot?
Billy Elliot. Yeah. Oh, you could be Robyn Froese
Robyn
Elliot.
Yeah, I could do it.
So, like your parents sang?
Yeah, my parents sang, and then I have 4 siblings, and we all sang. We all had to learn an instrument.
Oh, cool.
So I chose piano and guitar,
Yeah.
and then we had a whole band. We would like sing.
Literally, like,
we'd
you
sing,
had
like,
a band?
4-part harmony together, and we would play together. Yeah,
What was the family? What was the band like?
Well, we didn't have a name, but we all had a different instrument. My brother played drums. My other brother played bass. My sisters, they both sang. My dad played some guitar and trombone.
No way.
My mom played the piano and the trumpet.
It's kind of like the Brady Bunch or something.
Yeah, no, we like full had a band.
That's
Yeah,
sick.
so I grew up doing it. Like it was, like music was all around me.
That's
I couldn't
such a
not.
gift.
There was not an option to not sing. Like you had to sing.
No way.
And I was probably the worst out of all my siblings growing up.
Don't
But
say that.
I really was. I like had a really hard time learning harmonies and like
Oh my God.
it was like a struggle for me. But I probably committed the most. So my older brother, he also still sings a lot. And then my sister was singing with me at that show.
Yes.
But she does more like musical theater style. For like what she was doing with me is like pretty rare for her to do that kind of singing.
Was she doing that because it was it your grandparents or your aunt or uncle? There was like a 40-year anniversary or 35-year anniversary going on. Is that why she did it?
There was a 35-year anniversary. Did I say this?
Yes. I thought there was like an anniversary.
I
They were
said
sitting
this?
right beside us, right behind me.
Oh, that was my friend's parents.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a 40-year anniversary.
Yeah. I thought it was.
But that was my friend's parents. Undertones.
Oh,
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
So you grew up in Saskatoon.
I did, yeah.
Is there much to do in Saskatoon other than like chill with the fam and create music?
Not really. Like so Saskatoon's sweet. It's really cool, worth a visit if you haven't been there.
No, I have not.
Yeah, you should go. It's really artsy. It's cold in the winters, obviously. So there isn't much to do in the winters, but get really good at whatever craft you're doing. So like a lot of musicians, a lot of random like artists and dancers. Just like you learn a hobby and you just get good at it because that's what you have.
I feel like and correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
When you were growing up, like, you didn't watch much TV? Were you just always creating?
We weren't allowed to watch TV except for the weekends.
God, yeah.
That was the rule. Like,
that's
weekends
such a good
you could
lesson.
binge out, but yeah. So like weekdays, you just had to do whatever you wanted to do. But yeah, so I did a lot of writing. Like I always loved writing and songwriting, and that was something I like was passionate about even as a kid.
From a young age?
Yeah, definitely. And like journaling.
You still
I had
journal?
journals like from when I was like 3. Like I was well, probably not that little, but like 5 for sure.
What?
Like 1-word journal pages filled out. Like I still journal. I love it.
That's so cool. That actually, because like, I was creeping on your Instagram and there was some random post, and then underneath it was you singing a song.
Yeah.
Just scratch that. But what I read underneath it was such a strange story. It was about you finding a dog.
Oh yeah.
And then it turned out to be, you took it in and you nurtured it for a while, and then it turned out to be a blind dog.
Yeah, I kidnapped it.
You kidnapped a blind dog. A dog.
Kidnapped a blind dog, and I guess I held it ransom because then I called the person.
Did they give you money?
And they gave me money. I was like, hey, I was doing a flyer route, and I was doing flyers, and I found this dog. So I took it home, and I was like taking care of it, and I called the number on the tag. And the person's like, oh my gosh, thank you for finding our dog. Like, they're blind. I was like, that's great. So I was like, come pick it up. They come pick it up. They give me $20. And they're like, wow, thank you so much. And I was like, where do you guys live? Like, I'm just wondering if I ever find him again, I could bring him by.
Yeah, where does he
and
live?
they were like, oh,
take a
they
spin.
tell me the house. I'm like, oh, that's literally where I took him from. Like, I stole the dog. I took him from their house.
Where is that? I'll get the details later. I'll just get petrol money or something.
Yeah, I just was like, thank you for the $20. And like, I didn't tell them I stole it, but.
That's crazy. Yeah, why did you end up writing that on like a song that you performed? I was like, this is so random.
It was a painting.
Okay.
So I was doing an artist residency in France for 3 months in the like January.
Just gone.
Sorry?
Just gone.
Yeah, just gone. Like I
Oh,
just
wow.
got back, so January to May. And so I was doing a lot of writing, like songwriting, but I was also painting a lot. And so I was painting, and the painting I was making was based off that story. I don't know why, it just was what was in my head. So I created this whole image around it, and that was why I told the story.
Oh, that's epic.
Yeah.
Unreal. Going back to your songs, you released your first EP in 2021, right?
Yes.
Or your first song in 2021?
Yeah, probably.
Yes. And then you followed up with Wasp Woman and The Haunting of
Yeah, I had
Heatley.
I had like 3 singles I put out
Yeah.
in 2021, I think.
How did you come up with that name? And it's so funny. I seen you in the Heatley.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, you're in the Heatley a lot, are you? I was like, what's going on here?
So I lived a block away from the Heatley for 2 years.
Okay. And it's just to cut you, the Heatley is an amazing venue. Check it out.
Totally.
So cool.
It's a great venue.
Yeah.
It's
Go
cool
on anyway.
vibes. Yeah, so I like lived a block away from there for like 2 years on Heatley. The street is also called Heatley, that the Heatley is on.
Okay.
So the songs I all wrote on that EP
Was
are all written in that house.
Was your house haunted?
The house wasn't haunted, but they're all songs about mental illness and addiction.
Ooh.
So they're like very deep, intense songs, every single one of them. So I wanted it to be something that was a little, I don't know, spooky, I guess, a little haunting, because they were deep, and I wanted like people to like think of them.
And when I read it as well, I was like, Wasp Woman? Were you watching Ant-Man? Because isn't there like a character that's like Wasp Woman as well?
It's like I made a whole backstory. I was like really into like making this whole EP a thing. So when I actually released the EP, I had a party where I made a movie. There's a film.
Oh wow.
There's a short film. There's a short story. there was like a bunch of art I made for it, all these collages.
No. Oh, your artwork for it is amazing.
Yeah, so I made like a bunch of like live, real, big,
Yes.
giant art paintings and like collages for it, and little videos, and it was like a whole story that was around it. So it was based on this old horror film called The Wasp Woman that came out in like 1950. It was
This is an
terrible.
actual thing?
It's a real film.
Okay.
Like a terrible, terrible movie. Really poorly filmed, like known as one of the worst horror movies out there.
Okay.
It is about this woman who is obsessed with beauty, and she makes this serum that turns her more beautiful, but eventually the serum turns her into this giant wasp, and then she goes crazy and kills herself.
Oh, whoa.
It's really intense. Like,
Yeah.
it's really, really twisted. But I really liked the story. I thought it was interesting. So I based this whole EP around that story, and I shifted the story a bit when I rewrote it to fit. So, like, the whole idea was how, as a community, can we support people going through mental illness or like suffering with addiction?
Wow.
And that was kind of the basis of it.
It turns out lovely.
Yeah, it was like way too deep, too many layers, but I just had to go for it, so I did.
That's super cool. I wonder if you play. Do you know, like, oh my God, what's the Alice in Wonderland? And then if you play the thing over it.
Over top of it.
I wonder if did you ever do that with the
but
movie?
I should try.
What's the Pink Floyd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you've heard of that, right?
I totally know what you're talking about.
Yeah. If you play Pink Floyd's fucking album, one of them, I can't remember.
I can't remember which one it is.
And Alice in Wonderland, and you time it up and you play it, and it's like synchronized perfectly.
Yeah.
And that wasn't planned.
Yeah.
But I wonder if yours
I
was
should try
planned,
it
and you
out.
should try it out.
Yeah, maybe it was I didn't know, but it was planned.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna watch it.
Is that movie in black and white?
It's in black and white. I watched it. It's like really weird and poorly filmed and acted, but
Are you into that, like random movies?
oh yeah, they're fun.
Yeah,
like
they
a
are.
weird random movie that
Have
makes no
you
sense.
ever seen? It's one of my favorite movies. Is just watched it recently actually. Following 1989
No.
by Christopher Nolan.
I haven't seen it.
So it's black and white, but it's his very first movie that he directed. It's in England, set in England, but he made it for £6,800, and the movie like ridiculous, made like over 100,000, blah 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 blah.
He made it for
I'm
so cheap.
terrible with digits
We're just
and
gonna
numbers.
make up the numbers. It's
Yeah, $1 billion. But
Billions.
yes, no, but it's amazing. It's about this writer, and he follows people just to make up backstories, and then it gets into he has altercation with one of them, and then that guy brings him along, and they rob houses, and then it goes way on. You should watch it.
Like not where you expect it to
Oh,
go.
the twists and turns, and yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
The
it's super
Following?
good. The Following. I'll send it on to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
trailer.
wanna watch it.
Definitely
That
watch
sounds
it. Sick.
interesting.
I'll put on the link underneath.
Nice.
Probably, hopefully,
Movie
if I
night.
remember. Yes. So you went from that overcoming mental health yourself, or was that through like?
I mean, I feel we all have mental health struggles at times. So, like, there was pieces of it that were my story, but a lot of it was based out of, like, people I knew.
And just to pick a song again.
Yeah.
It's kind of cleverly titled. Well, lyrics, and then it goes like you're a fly circling the drain, right?
Yeah. So that one's a different one. The
Is that not
first
again?
song- No. So the first one is called Flies, and it has
Flies.
this round and round. And then
Yes.
the last song on the EP is called Again, and it's got this other. They both have these like cyclical.
Yes.
Ideas.
Sorry, I should have got that right.
That's all good. No worries. Yeah. So they both have this like round and round idea in them.
And you are really chasing your tail when you're going through mental health issues, right?
Totally, yeah. So like I work in addiction as well. So like
Oh, no
that's,
way.
One of my other jobs. So I work in a recovery center for women, and
Wow.
yeah. So I have a lot
It's
of
very
close
noble.
people to me that I really care about that struggle with addiction and struggle with mental illness, and so yeah, it's like this very cyclical thing. And so again, that song was like very much me just tired of, especially like this neighborhood, the like downtown east side.
Yes.
Just like tired of seeing the same issues and the same problems. And not knowing what I can do about it because it just feels overwhelming to see like.
Is writing definitely seems like it's an outlet for you to
For sure, yeah.
to just lay it out, you know,
Definitely. It's like how I can process the world.
cleanse it. Yeah.
It's otherwise it gets stuck in my head, so I have to write to release it.
Wow. One of my favorite songs. I think like I've been binging you for the last like 2.5. I think it was 2 weeks, 15 days because the last time I was drinking. It was 16 days ago maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, nonstop. Like Fool is just crazy.
That's a fun one.
That is, yeah, and just the riff on it, it's funky.
It just gets stuck in your head.
It does.
Yeah.
How's your writing style? Like going back to your story, do you write out a story every time, and then you go and trying to pick up the melody and chords and whatnot?
Yeah, it's different every song. That one was like, I would say most of my songs are written pretty quick, like within a week, a couple days, maybe a day, an afternoon.
Another Instagram post said that you write a song a day since you were 12.
A song a week.
Okay.
I write a song.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
That's
that's
crazy.
just like part of my practice. It's just like writing a song a week, getting it out there. Because otherwise, I just get like 2 in my head. So it helps me like actually process the world. But yeah, that one was an interesting one. So Fool, I wrote in 3 different chunks. So I wrote like, it was interesting because it was about different, like 3 different men, 3 different scenarios that I just put all into one song.
Okay.
Which was kind of fun. Yeah, so it was like one summer and then like probably 6 months later and then maybe a year later. Like it was within like a couple of years that I had wrote this song, and it was just like a piece at a time. So I had a verse and then I had a chorus, and then I put it all together as like one whole song and edited a bit. So yeah, it was like a very slow process for that one.
Wow.
Which is not normally the case for me.
Well, because it's a relationship, do you think you need that time to spread it all out and yeah?
I mean, I've written other songs about relationships that are like in 2 hours. So I don't know. Like I think it wasn't coming. Like the first bit. I think. Because
another like a relationship song, it's another long. I would wait for you if you would wait for me too.
I'd wait for you if you asked me to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful song. I actually think today was the first time where I was like, oh my God, that's probably my new favorite song right now.
Nice.
Do you know how you like? I love that when a lot of people don't really listen to albums.
Right.
They'll, because of like how social media and with the songs are, it's just like one song. And I really love getting deep into an album.
Yeah.
And at the very beginning of the album, you have these songs and you're like, fuck it, I skip it. And then after the 2 weeks of listening to it or 2 months, whatever, the ones that you were skipping, you would actually really enjoy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You start to like get them.
Yeah.
They
They grow on you.
To the other songs.
Exactly. Where was I going with that?
I mean, if you asked me to, that song I wrote in like an hour. That was a really quick song.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I was just like sitting down in an afternoon and just, it came out really quickly. So yeah, it really depends on the song.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the better songs are the ones that come out really quickly. Sometimes no.
When a song comes out quickly, or like, do you have the idea just churning in your head for a while, and then you're like, or is it you're just picking words that are sounding structurally nice together? How do you do that?
I don't know. When it comes out quickly, it just feels like it all flows. Like
It's literally getting.
I know it's like I grab an instrument and then I just start singing, and whatever comes out feels right, and then I just build off of that.
Wow.
And it's like, it feels like magic. Like those are the moments where you're like, wow, like creativity is a being. Like it's alive.
Where do you think it comes from? Yeah.
Yeah, I really love the idea of a muse. Like, or like this like, I don't know, like it's this like being that is out there. There's like, it's not actually like you doing it, that all of the things that are created
and you're just this antenna for ideas. Yeah.
That if I'm willing to pay attention and be there in that moment to create, then I can grab it and take it.
Do you have to like, I know do you also think it's like a muscle because you're doing it every week and like writing all the time?
There's definitely a piece to that for sure. Like, yeah, if you're doing something a lot, you get better at like putting your antennae up.
Is there any, like before you go into a songwriting session, is there any like things that you do, like mantras or like state of mind that you have to be in?
That's a really good question. Like, I'm a big believer.
To open up this antenna that we have, like,
Yeah.
Do you know, you're there with the bunny ears. Turn it left, turn it right.
Yeah. To get the exact angles.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in, like, you have to set the stage. So, like, sometimes I'm like, if I want to write a moody song, like, I'm gonna light a cigarette and sit outside with my guitar and like get in a moody zone.
Yeah.
Or, like, wear the right clothing or be in
Really?
the right space. Yeah, like if I'm in a space that doesn't.
Well, I
feel
suppose we want to be
creative.
comfy.
Yeah, you want to be comfortable, but you also like a white room entirely. I couldn't do it. Like.
Oh, you couldn't?
No, I need things like this. Feels an inspirational room. Like I could write in here because there's like stuff to look at. And,
Yeah.
But like something that's just boring, I don't know.
My God.
I don't think I could write in that. I need I don't know, inspiration around me.
A lot of your songs on Spotify right now, go check them out, but are recorded on your iPhone, isn't that correct?
The one EP, yeah.
And that is the latest one, songs to listen to on the bus while it's raining.
In the rain.
In the rain, oops.
It's okay, they're really long titles.
But you can listen to it while it's raining too. Such a great, all of them, everything that you do is, I can't say it enough.
Well,
it's
thank you.
amazing.
Thank you.
How did you come up with that title?
The I Will Wait For You song. I just posted a little snippet on Instagram, and my friend was like, this is exactly the song I wanted to listen to in grade 6 on the bus in the rain. And I was like, I'm going to steal that and use that for the EP. Thank
Perfect.
you. So, that's...
And back to the original thing that I was talking about there was, why did you use your iPhone? Was that just because it's easy?
Yeah, like I always voice memo when I'm writing.
Okay.
So then I will always go back and listen to the songs. And I take the bus a lot, so I always will listen to my songs in headphones while I'm on the bus and just like what I'm liking, what I'm not liking, and remembering what I'm writing. And so I was like, I feel like other people could enjoy that experience.
Yeah.
And
I've noticed a lot of artists doing that. Like, is it Oliver Anthony?
I don't know.
Do you know Richmond, north of Richmond?
Okay, yeah.
Do you know that song?
Yeah.
He has most of his Spotify songs are like that, and you hear the background voice.
Right.
I think it makes it.
So he makes...
it makes the song.
It makes the sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know, like when you hear like even Shaky Graves has it on one of his songs. I think I was talking to Coco LaRosa about this actually, where he was recording near an airfield, and he's like one-man band, and you can hear like airplanes coming down, and it's just a rustle of like the wind. You can hear in your father, there's like background noise and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, so that one I like layered it. So I did different voice memo recordings to get that. So one of my favorite artists out there is Julian Baker.
Okay.
Know her at
Do
all?
not know.
Okay, she's really good. I think you'd like her. So she has a song that she was recording, and then all of a sudden, some microphone that she had on started picking up a signal of some sound from another. They don't know where it came from, like a radio station or something.
Aliens.
It's crazy, and it sounds so cool. It's like this eerie sound underneath the ending of her song.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's how she ends her whole album, and it's beautiful. So that was kind of in my head that I was like, oh, I really like this layering sound that she had.
Yes.
And so there's like 2 different layers. There's the one layer of, my sister's boyfriend is a pastor.
Oh, cool.
And so I was at a church he was at, just like listening to him speak this Sunday. And there was a choir that sang that was so bad.
Oh,
like,
what?
They were terrible. They were so offbeat and out of tune. Like, it was bad. So I thought it was funny, and I recorded it, just a voice memo. And I was like, I'll use this one day for something. So I used that in this song.
Do you not feel bad you're in church just whipping out your phone?
I mean, it's fine. They didn't notice. So we pitched it down a bit, I think, and then we changed the timing that it would fit in the song. And then the second layering is a random YouTube clip that I recorded onto my
I texted
phone.
you and asked you about that.
Yeah. So it was a sermon that I like also layered in. So it was these interesting...
And that was a sermon as well?
Yeah, so it was like this old...
It's really cool. When I listened to it first, and every time I do listen to it, I'm like, is he Irish?
He's
He's
just has a
different. He could be
weird-
like English, Irish, or something like
I
that.
think he has a weird British accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is kind of waffled, which does add to it and makes to it 100%.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, so there's like different layers in that song that grow it. But I'm all about layers. There's in Flies, there's a seagull layer.
What?
There's a seagull in it. It's like pitched weird, but I like adding like little sounds that, or in the Voice Memos EP.
Are you going out like recording seagulls?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Like sometimes.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah.
I know. Have you ever heard of Paul Kalkbrenner?
No.
So he's like a house producer from Berlin.
Cool.
You should watch this movie. You should listen to him. He's really like soft and melodic.
Sweet.
Unbelievable. But he went crazy. I think he took some bad ecstasy or whatever, and he was in an insane asylum for a while.
Yeah.
While he was still producing, and then while he was in there, confined in white walls, you wouldn't get on there at all. And he probably like colored them in or something. But he produced this album, but it was all, he previously was recording the train, the door opening and closing, yeah. And it's all over his music. It's
That's
pretty
so
cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, there's so much you can do with natural sound. Like,
Yeah,
it adds so much, I think.
100%.
Just like in the songs,
All,
you can hear like conversations in the one song. I forget which one it is, but
is that you at
I
the very
left
end
it.
going, nailed it? I actually like, I really, it just makes it more humbling and just honest.
yeah.
When, at the end of
fool,
Holy Mary? No,
Virgin Mary?
Mary?
Oh, yeah.
And then you crushed it. I love it. I love it. It's so funny. It's
Yeah,
great.
there's that. But there's like a full conversation. My friend was having a conversation upstairs, and I was filming.
I think I know this.
recording it in
Yeah.
the basement, And
Yeah.
there's like, if you listen carefully, you can hear the like talking and mumbling.
Hopefully they're not talking shit about someone.
Yeah, that would be bad. No, I don't think so. I think that's okay. But
Randomly, while I was going through your Instagram, so by night you're a singer, by day you go to chip shops or French fry shops and review French fries
yeah, I do review
with your
French
friends.
fries. Yeah.
How did that come about?
We just like French fries.
Where's the best one so far?
That's a great question.
I have two that you need to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
we actually haven't done it in probably like a year now. We need to get back on our French fry
Fact.
touring game. I would say there was a really surprising one at like some random bar in Langley that we went to. It was a part of a hotel. I forget what it was called, but it was like weirdly good. And we had all these criteria like saltiness, crunchiness, like oily,
Okay.
just general presentation. There's a bunch of criteria with it, so.
And what's your favorite condiment?
Oh, I mean, ketchup is classic, but like a little mayo is nice sometimes. Mayo, and then some like vinegar is always.
Do you like vinegar? I
nice.
fucking hate vinegar.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's so good.
There's so. Have you ever been to Simply Delicious?
No, where's that?
It's on Main Street. It's the
Okay.
most random. It's a sushi place, but it also does fast food, and then it's a bar, and I think it does karaoke.
Oh, nice.
It's the
That's
most
a nice. grouping.
pick and mix of a
Yeah.
structure. I don't know what you'd call it, to be honest, but it's great. Food, sushi is unreal, and it's cheap. But they have like jambo fries, I think they're called.
Jambo?
Oh my god, they're perfect.
Like seasoned or something?
I don't know. They have this perfect crunchiness, and they're soft on the
They're
inside.
right. Yeah, that's what you want. Like a good crunch with a soft.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, have you ever had like Irish chipper chips?
No.
Oh,
Chipper
you
chips?
I don't know. So in Ireland,
Such a cute name.
in Ireland, we have chips. We don't have fries.
Right. Chips.
So they're really like spuddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Potato, thick cut, steak cut chips for you Canadians. But the frying Irishman. So recently now, me and my roommate, we would go get like really good steaks, like $20 steaks. And new thing as well, going to the butchers, Columbus Beef Meats
Oh,
was there today, unreal.
it's good.
Get them, and then the frying Irishman chips delivered because we're lazy. And then bish bosh bosh. It's fantastic. You have to try it.
Yeah.
You
I
have
got
to. Yeah.
The Frying Irishman.
Yes.
Where is it?
It's so. A Frying Irishman, I believe, started up just a normal Irish chef. Excuse me. And then, do you know Donlan's Irish pub? Granville.
Okay. Yeah.
They employed him to be in the kitchen. So yeah. Have you ever heard of like Irish cuisine?
Like in a general sense.
Yeah.
Yes, in a general sense.
Why? What have you had? Well, first of all, you've
went
heard
to
of like.
Ireland.
No
I've
way.
been to Ireland.
Well, where have you been?
Dublin.
Class.
And a random country town. I forget where I was.
Where?
Outside of Ireland.
Inside of
I
Ireland.
took a bus. I mean, outside of Dublin.
Okay.
I took a bus somewhere.
Was it raining and you listened to your album? Songs to
yeah,
listen in?
Exactly.
In the bus?
It was raining and I was on the bus. It was definitely raining, and there was a lot of wooden things and stone things. Sheep. There were some sheep.
Nice.
Yep. That's all we got. Yeah.
So you didn't get to eat the food there?
I did eat the food.
Yeah. So we have a thing
What did we eat?
I'll school you in. So if you're on the bus or in a car and you're driving out any petrol gas station, they're going to have a deli. And deli food is it's the cornerstone of every Irish diet. Well, they'll have like French baguette, and then you have a selection of like breaded chicken or like ham or cold chicken. But the breaded chicken is hot, and you get like a chicken fillet roll. That's what it's called, where they'll get that breaded chicken breast, chop it up, put it in a roll. My personal one would be mayonnaise, coleslaw, cheese, lettuce, red onion, tomatoes, and the chicken on top. Boom.
Like the breaded chicken.
Breaded chicken.
That sounds good, yeah.
It's fucking unreal. And then they have
the
like
whole baguette?
it's like a foot long.
Oh, that's nice.
Like yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we'd go for.
Nice.
And that's in even if it's a shitty little gas station, they're gonna have one. Yeah.
And you always make it yourself.
No. There's a lovely lady
That will
behind
make
the
it a sandwich artist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say she's an artist, yeah.
Sandwich artist to do
100%.
it. Great.
Yeah, I love how like the differences of culture. Like you have donairs,
Yeah.
and then we have donors. And donair is so light and lovely, and you kind of, it's somewhat healthy. But then donor in Ireland is just like you're smash drunk after the nightclub, and you're just like slopping
it.
it.
Here too, though. Like,
I think
when am I eating a donair that's not after that kind of night?
they're kind of little donair is a little bit lighter than donor.
Donair.
Yeah, no.
Sounds fancy.
But yeah, how the fuck did we get on to? Oh yeah, so you
Chips.
chips, fries. How did that all come about?
I don't know.
You and your friend was like, okay.
Oh, I was a French fry connoisseur.
Yeah.
Right, from my Instagram.
Yes.
That's how we got there.
Yeah, no, yeah, but how did that come about?
Oh, how did it come about?
Yeah.
That I was a French fry connoisseur?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like French fries. They're good.
Who doesn't,
They're
right?
up there on like top foods. Not my favorite food, but like top 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Between, would you rate which, if you had to pick one, I think you kind of go with fries. But you have in your Instagram, there's you, and I want to know the story behind this. It was just before you're playing in the Guilt & Co.
Okay.
And you're sitting on the floor with the fridge open, eating ramen noodles. That's just the most random, epic picture ever.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
Go check it out and follow her on Instagram if you haven't.
Great, yeah, do it. I don't know. I would tell my friend take a picture of me eating ramen noodles while I was in front of the fridge.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I literally was like, quick, take a picture of this.
So if you had to pick ramen noodles or fries?
You know, fries.
Yeah.
100%.
What's your favorite?
Ramen noodles is like I have nothing else to eat and I need something.
Okay.
You know?
Do you know what my and most, I would say, Irish people, I don't know if you have it as well, beans, cheese on toast. Have you ever had that?
You know, I haven't, but I don't know I don't know if I'm going to eat that.
Really? Oh,
like,
wow.
I wouldn't not eat it, but I would never choose it. I love toast. Like, toast is my number 1 food.
Over fries?
Over fries. Toast is the number 1.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But,
yeah.
like, I would put a lot of things on it over beans.
Oh, you gotta try it. It's epic. Yeah, it's tomato-based beans.
Okay,
Heinz.
like it's fine. I just feel like it would detract from the toast and not add to the
Oh
toast.
no, it adds.
Okay.
Do you like? I'm really like, oh my god, beans.
It's good protein. It's good.
When we were children, this is like a nursery rhyme. So fucking retarded. Beans are good for the heart. The more you eat, the more you fart. The more you fart, the more you eat, the more you sit in the toilet seat. Everyone go try some Heinz beans and cheese. Epic. Salt Bay it. Woo. Yeah. Yeah, so random.
Yeah, it's good. Toast is good. Toast is the number one.
Toast is the cornerstone.
The cornerstone
breakfast.
of all, not even just breakfast,
Okay.
of all food.
Snacks.
Like think bread, like it's it. Like just like a good fresh loaf of bread.
Do you know what you don't have here?
What don't we have?
Brown bread.
We do. We have brown bread.
No, like a good hearty soda-y dough bread.
With like seeds and stuff in it?
Sure, on top,
Yeah.
sprinkle them in.
Yeah.
We have like a special brown bread. I feel like I need to bake you a lovely loaf of brown bread and give it to you.
Yeah, because
Just
I
to
feel
blow
like
your
we
mind.
do have brown bread. Like what's different about an Irish brown bread?
Can you Google that? Like what's different between, it's soda bread or what would you call it?
Soda
It's like dough bread.
Is it soft?
Yeah, and you'd have it with soup and butter. Oh, fucking unreal.
Wow.
Soda bread.
I'm
Yeah.
into
But no,
it.
you can get it here, but it's rare.
Yeah, it's very rare.
Huh.
It's like a steak.
Yes. Okay.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Like a steak.
So, back to your. How often do you perform? How often do you actually sing? This is a good segue, isn't it?
Great segue. Soda bread to sing.
Yeah.
They both start with S's. Great.
Yeah,
I got you.
exactly.
Yeah. How often do I sing? Lots. I sing a lot.
Live, like sorry.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in the summers, I'm probably performing every weekend.
You do the backyard,
Yeah,
back garden, backyard shows.
Backyard shows. Yes. I was doing those in the summers. Like
They
every-
travel around too, don't they?
Yeah, wherever people. I just like shouted out to Instagram and said, "Anyone have a backyard I can use?" And I had so many people offer me their backyard. So I only ended up doing 4 of them, I think. But I probably could have done like 12.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there were so many people who were like, "Oh, I have a backyard. Come to my house." And because I wasn't like charging people to go to their backyard, I just was like, "I'll come and I'll bring some friends as long as you're willing to host us."
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah, and so then they just hosted me, and I would have like 3 other artists join. So there was normally like 4 artists a night, and then I just did it by donation. So whoever wanted to come and pay whatever they could, they would just come and listen.
So these are like complete random people you reach out to,
Totally, yeah.
and they're like, "Come on into my house."
yeah, I just
Do you vet them beforehand
No.
with your real line?
like some of them I knew, but some of
Okay.
them were just random. Like I had no
Oh,
idea who
wow.
they were.
That's super
But I
cool.
love that about humanity. Like you
Yeah.
can just, the art of asking. If you ask, people will want to give you something.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
So it's kind of nice.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
There's an Irish band, Kingfisher, with no E, just an R, and they do kitchen sessions.
Cool.
So they'll like go to colleges and go into a kitchen, and they're just like, there's 3-piece, all guitars, 2 guitars, 1 banjo.
Yeah.
Similar thing.
Totally.
Yeah, it's super cool.
And people just let them into their.
Yeah, I know.
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's
I
kind
think
of
it's cool.
this open house mentality again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
super
just like this way of like seeing live music and connecting with people.
in the
Especially-
comfort of your own home.
Totally. You don't even have to go anywhere. People are coming to you. And the nice thing about a backyard show too is like we're not in your living room or something. Like
Yes.
you can lock your doors if you want to. Like there's just people in your yard. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
it's kind of nice.
So how do you bring your amp and you bring everything?
Yeah, I just set up.
You
like,
just
a
need
really
electricity.
Yeah, I just need an outlet, and then and most people were like offering food, or they'd set up drinks, or like put out blankets for people. Like they were really
That's such a great idea
into
for
it.
having like. Do they pay you?
no, like I had it by donation, so if people
Okay.
could show up and like give whatever they wanted, and generally like each artist would walk away.
But
with,
like, if you're throwing a party and you're looking for an artist, it's like the best thing to do.
yeah, oh totally.
It's like win-win.
Yeah, because I was like, you can invite your friends, and I'll invite whoever wants to come. And I would say like all of them were full, like to the max
That's
amount of
so
people
cool.
that was like a good amount of people in a backyard.
How many artists would join you in that
There's
center?
4 of us a night, so I just
Oh,
would
so-
choose like some friends that I thought would be fun to play
Yeah.
with, and then yeah, it was great.
Because just to touch on it, the Heatley is where I seen you perform.
Yeah.
It was Matty Kennedy
Yeah.
and Coke La Rosa.
Yeah.
And just the friend group that you have is very admirable. And it's like anyone can go on. After you performed your show, it stopped, but anyone could go on and there was a sing-song.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
Totally. I
It's-
love that kind of stuff. Like,
How did you find, did you find that group or they found you, or it was just kind of throughout the scene? Is it, if you were
yeah.
a new artist starting out,
Like,
how did you find or get yourself into, or do you think it's inevitable?
Honestly, I think it's inevitable. Like in
Yeah.
this city, if you're willing to just go, open mics, like those communities are really like very friendly. I think that's like if you're a new artist, that's one of the best places to find people.
Where were you going for open mics?
I actually I didn't ever really get into the open mic scene when I like first started out in this area.
You were just mic dropping.
No, but I ran an open mic for
wow.
my.
What was that?
So for my job, I ran an open mic.
Yeah.
So that was my but I ran it at a coffee shop I worked at, and so that was the only way that was how I connected in. And
Okay.
then beyond that open mic, I never really got into the open mic scene because I just was playing too much. Like it was as soon as I actually started going, there's just so much need to play here. Like I feel like there's so many shows available. If people want to play, there's shows.
When you were growing up, did you go straight into solo? Obviously, you dropped the family fairly quick.
Yeah, I did.
At 12, you're like, see you
Yeah,
later.
see you guys.
Or how long did that even go on for?
I mean, we still love playing together, so that's forever. But I did a tour outside of high school, solo for a year, toured Canada, and then I took a long break from playing, and I just played in band contexts, and then I was in a band for 3 years, and we toured a bit and played, and then we disbanded when I moved here. So.
That's a nice way of saying breaking up.
Yeah, but it was yeah.
Is it?
It was
Oh,
fine. It was a good
yeah, okay.
ending.
All
We're
right.
still friends. I was back in Saskatoon. I played on tour last year, and they all joined me, which was really fun.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Cool.
So we're still friends. It's all good. But
No, I've never heard of disbanded before.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a new word in my vocabulary.
There you go. You can add it to your dictionary.
Dad and you have chipper chips.
chipper chips. We both have new words to add to our dictionaries.
Unbelievable.
It's great.
Yes. Where did you? When did you find your voice
Right.
and then go? Okay, we can take
go.
this.
I feel like it's been multiple places
Yeah.
of finding it. I would say when I was 15, 16, and I first played a song I wrote for someone, that felt like a really monumental moment because it was really scary to play something.
Did you release that song?
No, it's I know it still, but it's it's long gone. I don't play it anymore. But I played it for someone and that was really good, and so I played it at this talent show at school, and I think that was a big moment for me. I was wow, okay, I can do this. I can actually sing, and people want to hear what I have to say. And then probably again when I was 18 on that tour around Canada, it just opened my eyes to okay, this is fun to perform for people. Yeah.
That's really cool. How did you get into? Would you say your folk music on your bio? You say you're Vancouver's Janis Joplin.
Yes.
Obviously, she's a big impact in your life.
I mean, yeah, I love her voice. She's
Yeah.
really good. I just feel so many people are wow, you're like Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
That has been probably the most common person people tell me I sound like, or
Right.
give the power and energy of.
Oh wow.
So I just was okay, I'll take it. And someone
Definitely.
one time called me Vancouver's Janis Joplin, and I was I'm gonna
Use that.
use that. I liked it.
Yeah.
Because I
you're
think
like,
she was a phenomenal.
Lord, won't you buy
artist.
me a Mercedes Benz?
Exactly.
Yeah. Where is my Mercedes Benz?
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
What's next show coming up? Or what is you are going to
Yeah.
the studio soon?
Yeah, I'm going to studio. I don't have a lot of shows planned for the next bit. I'm just focusing on creating and recording. So I have some studio sessions booked in the next weeks, and yeah, there'll be a lot of new music coming out in the next few months. So That's kind of what I'm working on right now.
Do you have a title for the album or the EP?
Well, I will be putting out a Songs to Listen to on the Bus in the Rain 2.
Okay, maybe Skytrain. Listen
Maybe
to it on the
Skytrain.
Skytrain.
That's a good idea,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe I should be Skytrain, yeah. On
We've
the bike,
elevated.
On a bike in the rain.
Yeah.
And while you're walking.
The next one is in a car.
In a car.
In an Uber.
In an Uber in the rain.
Yeah.
In a spaceship
Fuck your
in the
taxi,
rain.
get an Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I will be doing that in January for sure. Just to I don't know, I feel like it's kind of nice that I can just easily do it with voice memos again. But I'm actually recording a bunch of stuff.
And
right
you're
now.
still doing that with voice memos?
Yeah, I'll do another voice memo one just because it's so easy and I have so many songs I'm writing. I think it might be a good way to just regularly release a chunk of songs that I'm playing or writing, but I'm not going to actually record because I don't have the money to record all of these songs.
Yes. When you're doing it, you're literally just recording into an iPhone.
Yeah, actually, just put an iPhone down and sing and
What?
play.
The quality is very good.
It's crazy good. No,
Are you
shout
like?
out
Did
iPhone,
you
it's good.
put up sound installation in your room or something?
No, it is hard though. Those apartments are really loud that I live in. It's very, very loud, and so I couldn't record in the apartment. Or no, in the bathroom I recorded one of the songs because it's quieter in the bathroom.
It's hardly water, is it? It's just water in the background.
But the other one I recorded outside, one in a studio I have, and then where did I record the other one? I don't remember, but I recorded them just kind of around other places, yeah.
Okay.
Wherever it was quiet enough to record.
Oh, fantastic. Where can people find you?
You can find me, follow along.
In the studio.
In the studio, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You can follow along my journey on Instagram. That's probably one of the best places. But I'm on Spotify and Apple Music and all those.
And your handle on Instagram is?
Is at Rob's Me, ROBBS_me. Me, yeah. My nickname is Rob's, so.
Rob's.
Rob's.
Okay.
That's me. Yeah.
Perfect. That's very fitting for Instagram.
Yeah.
And definitely check her out on Spotify because now is the perfect time. It's raining and it's just really, really, really nice.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're so welcome.
Just before we go, give me 3 artists who you like to see in Vancouver.
Oh, there's so many good ones here. Okay. The top of my head, Silent St. J is one of my favorites.
Okay.
She's phenomenal. Who else we got going? Marie Dresselheis.
Okay.
So good. Do you know either of them?
No,
yet?
none of them.
Oh, she's also so good. Cara Bateman.
I know. I think I know her. Yeah.
She's just very fun. Ben Cottrell.
Okay.
Super groovy. And who's the 5th one?
This is great because I asked for 3, but go on. Yeah.
Oh, did you? I think you said 5. Yes, okay, 3. I'm going.
No, go with another one. Get 5 in.
We're throwing them in. Now my mind's
Throw them
blinking.
on the bus.
And I'm throwing them on the bus. These are all good artists for you to.
Oh, definitely. I'd love to
to
listen to
interview.
them. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Coco LaRosa is great.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Did you see he got nominated to go to, is it Edmonton for a scholarship or
I
a
did see
school?
that.
Fantastic.
So cool.
Yes.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He does. He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very good.
All of you are super, super talented. Just before we go, one more.
Okay.
Where else would you go to perform, or if you're not performing, where do you go to see music in Vancouver?
Right. I do go
Or
to the Heatley.
surrounding.
Yeah. I go to the Heatley a lot. Or Guilt & Co. is always
Yes.
fun. Those
The
are probably
Painted
my-
Ship. Is it the Painted Ship, or is it Painted Shipyard? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Painted Shipyard. Those are probably my personal go-tos because they're close to my house and they're always as live music, no matter the night.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I seen you did Secret Sessions. I was there last week.
Oh, nice.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
I know
they did
Dave
really
and the guys who run it.
Right, they're also Irish.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They're really cool.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
One more time. Go check her out on Instagram, follow her, Spotify, and give me a follow too. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Salut. And I want to finish it on Crushed It, because it's like your song. That's it.
Crushed it. We did it. Yeah.